So Wayne, in business, you come up against problems. You know, we always talk about speed bumps, hurdles, and brick walls at Business Depot. You come up against these problems that either slow you down or stop you in your tracks from achieving what it is you want to achieve. But in SME land, you know, sometimes as the leader within those businesses, you come across some bigger problems. Maybe they're starting to challenge your vision. Maybe they're starting to challenge some of those underlying sort of values. Where do you start when you're looking at problems at that scale?
I think there's two ways to look at it, John. The first thing I always ask people is it your problem?
Yeah, okay.
Because a lot of folk, because you've been the founder or the entrepreneur that started the business, you feel an obligation, and a deeply personal obligation, to solve the problems that arise.
Yeah.
So you get very good at it.
Mm.
And then you employ a whole lot of people who supposedly should be skilled enough to solve problems, but you still hang on to the problem solver role. And you start to roll up to work like a gunslinger with your two guns strapped to your waist.
Yeah.
Show me where the problems are, and you shoot those problems. You get very good at it.
I did that this morning, Wayne.
Trouble is, you're not showing and teaching your own people how you knew to do that, why you decided to do it that way today, and yet yesterday you didn't do it that way. All these subtleties that you've worked out because you've been doing it for so long, you haven't shared with everyone else.
Yeah.
So I always say, take the time to train your whole organisation in how to solve problems.
Yeah.
It sounds really weak, it sounds like a waste of time. Surely everyone knows how to solve problems.
Oh.
Well, if so, how come you, the business owner, keep coming in and solving all the problems?
But a lot of it's habits, isn't it? A lot of it's habits, like
trust.
And trust, yeah.
How do I trust these people to solve the problem the way I would? Well, if you don't spend the time to show them how to solve the problem, you'll forever be the person with the 6 guns walking through High Street shooting all the baddies.
Which again comes back to what we've talked about previously around being the best you can be and, you know, developing your team.
Well, are we building a business here, or are we just giving you a role, a job?
Yeah.
And I think we're all in the game to create businesses that are sustainable.
Yeah.
The definition of a sustainable business is one that doesn't depend on the business owner being there every day.
Yeah. But your team are more engaged when they're solving their own problems and
That's
taking ownership as well. Are there any sort of processes, problem-solving processes that you use, Wayne? Or
I use the classic one because it works.
Yeah.
Define what your problem is. Come up with some alternate solutions that might solve that problem. Choose one that you believe has got the best chance of working.
Yeah.
Implement it and then review.
And review being a critical component
Well,
of it.
there's two critical. There's at the front and the back.
Yeah.
Yes, review how it went, and if it didn't work, do something else.
Yeah.
But you're amazed how many people get it wrong at the front.
So why is that, do you reckon?
Well, they define the problem incorrectly.
Yeah.
So they look at the problem through one lens instead of a number of lenses.
Yeah.
And they find that they've solved the problem that actually they didn't have.
Yeah.
And the real cause was something else.
And maybe you could even go back to one of your earlier comments there as well and say, well, is it your problem to start with?
That's right.
And, you know, should you be solving this problem, or is there somebody else within the team?
All too often, we look at problems and we say, I've got a trade-off here. I can either do that or I can do that.
Yeah.
Each one is a trade-off because if I did A, this happens, B, that happens. Neither of them are positive, so I'm going to have to take the lesser of the two evils.
Yeah.
I always encourage people to look for the third option.
Yeah.
There's always a third option. That's one where you can achieve your outcome and not have the downside. But it takes longer to find that third option, and it takes brain power. You can't always do it on your own. Well, that's when you're bringing all your people together.
I remember you teaching me the concept of fishing from the stream, and, you know, maybe that's something that you can apply in a problem-solving sort of instance as well. You know, maybe you don't have to solve it all straight away, maybe you can fish from the stream, test a few ideas and see whether that gets traction.
Yeah, good point, John. It's all too often when we're looking at, say, a problem like how do we change the organisation, or how do we find more sales, how do I get better people, we have this tendency of jumping in the stream and find ourselves swimming up against the current.
Yeah,
My view is walk a bit further up
yeah,
and jump in there,
jump in there.
and let the current take
Yeah.
you along.
Yeah,
Much easier to do research at the front end
yeah,
before diving in.
yeah,
But we all have this innate sense of urgency, and we say, give me a problem, I'll have it solved by this afternoon.
yeah,
Jump in, we spend all our energy trying to work on this problem,
yeah,
and we find the solution we came up with was for a problem we didn't even have.
yeah,
So get your problem right first.
yeah,
Make sure you're solving the real problem.
yeah,
Follow the cause all the way to the source,
yeah,
and then solve that. Don't solve all these others. You might actually be solving symptoms,
yeah,
not a cause
Yeah.
of the problem.
yeah. If you'd like to support Wayne's cause, and in particular research into MND, you can buy a copy of the Fat Rabbit books at carrottopisland.com.au. You can donate at mndandme.com.au. And if you enjoyed this video, you may enjoy the others in the series, the other 6, which are all available at businessdepot.com.au.